Third lap completed. Check the total number of stitches 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 42 stitches in total. The last stitch hangs the marking buckle. Insert the first stitch. Hook pull. Tension. Third lap completed. Now lap 4. Crochet 1 plus needle and to long needles. Repeat for sets. First, to lock needles are crocheted to serve as standing needles for the long needle. First needle penetration. Crochet the first long needle. Hang up the marking buckle. And we're going to run it through the first needle. Crochet to long needles. 2 long needles are hooked in the first stitch. Crochet a long needle in the second stitch. Go in and hook 1. Crochet a long needle in the third stitch. This is the weaving pattern of the fourth circle. 1 plus needle and to long needles. Add a needle for hooking a long needle in the first needle mesh. Crochet to long needles in 1 stitch. Crochet a long needle in the second stitch. Crochet a long needle in the third stitch. 1 group completed. Start crocheting the second set. The next stitch is hooked and needled first. Crochet a long needle. Penetrate the hook again for the second long needle. Next stitch crochet a long needle. And crochet a long needle. 2 groups have been hooked. A total of 14 sets need to be crocheted for it. Self-crochet. Crochet the last set. Mark buckle removed. Crochet a plus needle. And crochet to long needles. Count the total number of needles after hooking. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The total number of stitches in a circle is 56 stitches. Mark the last stitch. Insert the first stitch. Hook-pull connection, tensioning. Fourth lap completed. Start crocheting the fifth lap. This is the last lap. Crochet lace parts. The knitting rule of this circle is that there are no hooks for 2 empty stitches. First of all, the first needle that the marking buckle hangs is not hooked. The second needle next to it doesn't hook. Penetrate through the third needle. Wrap it in. Be careful, wear the third needle. Remove the first pin marker. Crochet a long needle. Crochet a second long needle. Penetrate through the needle of the third needle again. Penetrate through the needle of the third needle again. Crochet the third long needle. Penetrate the fourth long needle. Penetrate the fifth long needle. Penetrate the sixth long needle. Hook 6 long needles in 1 needle hole. Crocheted. The next stitch doesn't hook. Notice this long needle column. It's just crocheted with 6 stitches in it. The needle head of this column has no hook. This needle doesn't hook. The second stitch doesn't hook either. Penetrate the third needle. Seducing pull. Wear it in. After penetrating, the wire is wounded to hook out the first coil. Hook it through the hole of the second coil. No need to collect, otherwise the cover will wrinkle easily. One group completed. Continue with the first set of crochets. It's done now. There will be 2 stitches left at the end. Hook a lock pin to fix. Take out scissors and disconnect. Leaves about 30 centimeters of thread length. Cut. Crochet up. Pick the thread out. Tension. Buckle up and take it off. The cover is partially completed. Take out the yellow line. Crocheted flower parts. You need to use a yellow wire hook flower heart. Hold the thread with your right hand. Left hand open. Run a loop around your little finger, under the index finger. Hang on index finger. Elongate the line. No pinky. That's about the length of a crochet. Wrap a wire around the middle finger. Press and hold the intersection of the coils. Crochet in right hand. The first loop involves crocheting 6 short stitches in the loop. Penetration coil. Stand up needle with short needle hooked first. Hook a lock pin. Hook line out. Wire hooked out. After the lock pin is set, remove the coil. Pinch the short threads and coils. And then we went through the big coil. Crochet 6 short needles into it. Wire hooked out. Crochet the first short needle first. Hang a marker buckle on the first stitch. A total of 6 short needles need to be hooked. Continue. Penetration coil. Hook line out. Second short needle. Third short needle. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Crocheted 6 short needles. The last stitch hangs the marking buckle. Tightening coil. Hold here with your right hand. The thumb and middle finger of the left hand hold the short thread. Pull hard. Tighten until the middle hole is not there. Penetration mark buckle hanging first needle. Hook pull. Thread in the windings and hook out the first coil. Hook it directly through the hole of the second coil. After pulling, tighten the back pigtails. First lap completed. Start crocheting the second loop. Hook a lock pin first. Standing needle as short needle. Wire hooked out. Cut in the first stitch. Crochet the first short stitch. Note that the short thread is placed on the crochet to hide a whole circle. The method is the same as the lid and bottom of the bag. Hook line out. Crochet the first short needle. Mark buckle removed. Hang on the first short needle in this circle. In the second circle, 2 short stitches are crocheted in each stitch. One is already crocheted in the first stitch. Penetrate again. Thread it in from the corner of the first short needle. The short thread is placed on the crochet. Hook line out. Hook short needle. The 2 short needles in the first stitch are completed. Now go through the second stitch. Hook to short needles. Add needle for hook, short needle. Hook one first. Then it goes through again to crochet the second one. Continue. Crochet to short stitches in each stitch. Hook this whole circle. No hook for the last stitch. For wiring changes, check the number of stitches first. Remove a needle without a hook. 10 stitches in total. 1 to 3 for 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. Mark buckled off. Wear it in. Hook short needle. Penetrate again. Wire hooked out. There are 2 coils loose on the crochet. Change the thread of another color. Hold it with your right hand. Left little finger winding. Index finger hanging line. Set aside about the length of a crochet. Put this thread behind the crochet. Wire hooked out. Line change complete. Penetrate the first needle. Hook pull. Tension. Press and tighten the threads of 2 colors. Count the total number of stitches in this circle, a total of 12 stitches. The last stitch hangs the marking buckle. Crochet third lap. The first crochet a short needle. Second stitch crochet 2 short stitches. The 2 short needles are the addition of the short needles. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Repeat the hook for the whole turn. First, crochet a lock needle. Standing needle as short needle. Penetrate at the first needle. The 2 color thread is neatly arranged, and it is hidden on the crochet. Crochet the first short needle first. Mark buckle removed. Hang on the first needle. A short needle is hooked in the first stitch. Add a needle to the hook in the second stitch. Adding a needle is 2 hook to short needles in 1 needle hole. Thread it in and put the short thread on the crochet. Crochet a short needle. Penetrate the hook again for the second short needle. 1 group complete. Start crocheting the second set. Two groups have been completed. Cut off the short thread at the back. Continue. 6 sets crocheted in total. Last group. Hook a short needle first. Add a needle to the needle hook where the marking buckle is hung. After crocheting, put the last stitch on the marking buckle. The total number of stitches in this circle is 18 stitches. Then penetrate the first needle. Hook, pull, tighten. Third lap completed. And then we crochet the petals. First crochet to lock stitches 1 or 2. The first stitch of the marker buckle is inserted and a long needle is crocheted. Wrap it in. Mark buckle removed. Hook 3 long needles in the second mesh. The wire is threaded through the second needle. You crochet a long needle. Penetrate the second long needle again. Penetrate the third long needle again. 3 long needle hooks are good. Next stitch, crochet a long stitch. Winding next stitch. Crochet 2 more lock stitches, 1 or 2. Penetrate again from the corner position of this long needle. Hook pull. Tension. The first petal is complete. This is the pattern of a set of petals. Hook to lock pins first. A long needle. Next needle hook 3 long needles. Next needle hooks a long needle. Hook 2 lock pins. The lock needle penetrates again to seduce and pull. According to the weaving laws of the petals, a total of 6 petals hooked.